It is election night in New Mexico, and votes for many seats are being tallied as we speak still. From city councilors to bonds, we have the latest numbers right here on KO18. Thanks for joining us on this election night. I'm Shelley Rubando.
And I'm Doug Fernandez. Polls closed 3 hours ago, and we're going through some of the races. And on the bottom of your screen is a ticker with all the races and updated results. Now, we're going to start in Albuquerque. 4 city council seats on the ballot. Candidates have to get at least 50%. If they don't, there will be a runoff. And that's a real possibility in a race with 3 or more candidates. Here's a look at District 2, where 3 people are in the running for downtown and Old Town sections. Joaquin Baca is leading at 52%, Moises Gonzalez 24%, tied with Loretta Naranjo Lopez also at 24%. District 4 is in the Northeast Heights, where incumbent Brooke Bassan is being challenged by Abby Foster all night long. Right now, Foster was in the lead, but Bassan has just taken a very, very slight lead, as you can see. Only about 70 votes separate them.
Yeah, very close there. And in District 6, 4 challengers on the ballot for Nob Hill and the Southeast Heights. 1 candidate stopped campaigning before election night. Let's take a look at those numbers. We see Nicole Rogers at 40% of the vote, Jeff Hain 33%, Kristen Green 18%. Now this race is looking at a possible runoff. We're going to keep an eye on that one for you. And finally, for District 8 for City Council, 2 challengers for the Foothills and the Northeast Heights. We have Dan Champagne 55% ahead of Adalia Latuga-Tena with 45%. And we don't yet know the makeup of the Albuquerque City Council.
Reporter Alyssa Munoz is live outside City Hall.
While the candidates for local office officially run without party labels, both District 4 and District 8 have been the main focus for this election because the power conservative seats hold on the council. The dynamic of the city council before election kept a balance of 4 moderate liberals and 5 conservatives. Our political expert says a council tilting slightly against Mayor Tim Keller forced the mayor to have more conversations with councilors to push for his agenda.
Districts 4 or District 8 were to flip, then the balance of power would change, and all of a sudden there'd be 5 moderate to liberals and 4 conservatives. Now, the conservatives tend to be critics of the mayor. It's harder for the mayor to get his agenda through. If all of a sudden the balance of power were to change, even by 1 councilor, that could make it easier for the mayor.
District 4 has Councilor Brooke Bassan seeking re-election, and she's been part of the council since 2019 and is known as a moderate Republican. District 8 will have someone brand new, and we are waiting for those votes to be finalized, but you can keep up with that on KOAT.com. Reporting in Albuquerque, Alyssa Munoz, KOAT Action 7 News.
And we now head north to the city of Santa Fe. The council has multiple openings in this election, starting with District 1. The person who wins this race will represent northern Santa Fe, and as we see here, 4 candidates running for that seat. Currently, Alma Castro ahead with 37% of the vote, but very close. We have Geno Zamora with 35%, closely following there. In District 2, Phil Lucero is challenging the incumbent, Michael Garcia. As of right now, Garcia on top with 54% of the vote over Lucero's 46%.
In District 3, they are down to 2 candidates after 2 others dropped out. And right now, Pilar Faulkner has 56% of the vote. Luis Carlos at 44%. And in District 4, Joel Nava challenging the incumbent, Jimmy Cassett. Right now, Cassett was a very big lead at 69% to 31%.
And one measure in Santa Fe we've been watching for you is the plan to add a 3% tax to home sales above $1 million. Now, those funds would then be used to fund a trust for affordable housing in the state capital. With partial results in right now, it looks likely to pass. We've got 73% of the vote with a yes, 27% voting no. One group backing the measure, United for Affordable Housing, is calling this a victory.
A very close race tonight in Tijedas, a rematch of the mayor's race in 2019.
In that election, then incumbent Gloria Chavez lost out to current mayor Jake Brunton. Well, tonight the pair now separated by single digits in the race where every vote counts. We've got Brunton ahead of 52% of the vote over Gloria Chavez, 48%. Voter turnout in local elections is traditionally low, as we know. In Bernalillo County, just over 19% of registered voters took part in this one. Santa Fe fared better with a turnout of more than 30%. Statewide, the Secretary of State is currently reporting, though, just over 12% voter turnout.